We're the hooligans, rebels with a cause, defying the chains of tyrannical laws. They try to silence us, shut down our voice, but we rise like warriors, we ain't got no choice. From the streets to the shadows, where hunted we flee, building our fortress where the brave run free. Hooligans Alley, our stronghold, our flame, a spark in the dark where we stake our claim. Hooligans, stand tall, where the warriors breed, fighting for freedom, planting rebel seeds. In the face of death, we'll never bow down. Hooligans Alley, we hold our ground. Captain Jeff Mac with the hooligan brand, battle gear blazing, he's taking command. With a heart full of fire and a will made of steel, he leads us to battle, makes the tyrants kneel. They block every platform, they censor our cries, but we shout even louder, let truth pierce the skies. In the alley we gather, our spirits won't break. For the soul of the free, there's too much at stake. Hooligans, stand tall, where the warriors breed, fighting for freedom, planting rebel seeds. In the face of death, we'll never bow down. Hooligans Alley, we hold our ground. Through the smoke and the fire, we carve our way. With the hooligan banner, we seize the day. They can chase us, erase us, but we'll never fall. Captain Jeff's got our backs, we'll answer the call. From the ashes we rise, with the ashes we're the clay.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Now, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. I'm going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Oh, let's see what's on the menu today. We're going to be starting off with a video titled FDA approves injectable medication to be used as HIV prevention drug. They're saying it's an HIV vaccine, but you got to get it twice a year. We got another vaccines kind of like that. I don't know. I think it's something good, though. Then we got a video titled Judge Orders Release of Mahmoud Khalil from ICE Facility. This is the second time they've said that a judge is going to release Mahmoud Khalil. They're saying that him being held for more than 3 months is highly unusual. Of course, as Democrats trying to keep these illegals in here. I don't know how they're going to release him considering he has no legal status, but that's what they say they're going to do. Then we got a video titled Ohio Representative Says He Was Run Off the Road and Threatened by a Person with a Palestinian Flag. Lefties being lefties. Then we got a video titled Man with Girlfriend and a Child Develops a Relationship with AI. Now that's only part of the story there. They actually have two different people that are developing relationships with AI, and it's very weird. It is very weird. Then we got a video titled Utah Family Worked with Cartel to Smuggle Millions in Oil. This is a really interesting story that nobody's talking about. Apparently they had some sort of facility that was exporting what they were calling waste to the U.S., so it didn't have to really be checked very much to come across customs. And then they were refining the oil here and making millions of doll hairs that were going back to the cartel. Crazy stuff. Then we got a video titled Florida AG proposes Alligator Alcatraz as a detention center. We keep seeing these illegals getting arrested, but because the Democrats want all this due process, they're just going to basically be imprisoned until we kick them back to their country and they need a place to stay. Then we got a video titled ICE ridicules insane new attacks by far-left Democrats. Democrats are saying the quiet part out loud. We know they're crying about the due process, but the part they're kind of keeping in the background is they're trying desperately to find a way to give these illegal citizenship, and we cannot let that happen. Then the last little bit of the news is titled Knife-Wielding Border Crosser Charged with Attempted Murder for Charging a U.S. Attorney. This happened in New York. Again, another story that you're not going to really see on the news because they don't want to talk about their bastard border crossers. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We have an unboxing we're going to do today. I don't know who sent it to me. Maybe there's a note in the box. I don't know. We will figure it out. But we got an unboxing coming up. Then we'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent to us by Zero. We got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Cartman Vlog, and our official funny video of the day is titled Spider-Man for the Win. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Russell? What's up, Guess J? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Matt? What's up, Ten Man? What's up, Snooks? And what's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And we do got a voice chat today. I know you guys are going to be asking me that. We are going to be doing that. And I'm going to read this book to you guys. The Big Beaver Protest. Yes, I'm not going to dress up like a drag queen to read to you children, but we are going to be reading that today, so look forward to that. What is up, everyone over on Rumble? What's up, Brian? You were first today. And I appreciate you racing in the chat, Brian. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Brez? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, MU? Happy freedom. You guys are waiting on me all damn day. I know. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. Guess I'm your omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. You guys were talking it up. It was so hard to find news today. Hopefully you enjoy what I found. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rappy? What's up, Kilgore? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Puff and Stuff? Appreciate you being with us. What's up, Rolling Pony? Happy freedom. Let me see. What's up, Stoner? Appreciate you sliding through. I think that's everybody. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on Rumble's front page. And get my screen fixed here. There we go. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Matt Rogers? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? What's up, Cricket? Happy freedom to you. What a Grace. Let me see. What's up, Tube Steak? Happy freedom. What's up, Butch? What's up, Robert? Happy freedom. What's up, Sterling Heights? What's up, Maria? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Cheeky Chops? What's up, Love Tina? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Tall? What's up, Real? Happy freedom. Is that everybody? What's up, Mr. Phillips? What's up, Slenderella? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate all of you guys being here. You guys can hit that like button too over on the commie platform. What's up, Watchmen? Happy freedom, and thank you for sharing out the live. I appreciate you, Watchmen. All right, hooligans, let's cover some news. Like I said, this first one's about an HIV vaccine. I don't know. It's something else. Come on, do the thing. They talk about how good it is, but I feel like they don't really detail a whole lot about the vaccine itself. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the Plain Jane Jeff Mac t-shirt. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
New at 6, a big development in the fight against HIV. Yesterday, the Food and Drug Administration approved an injectable medication to be used as an HIV prevention drug. Fox 23's Ian Nickel reports people would only need to use the drug twice a year for full effectiveness, and local healthcare providers say this is exciting news.
It was announced on Wednesday the FDA approved lenacapavir, a drug used to treat patients resistant to other drugs, to become an HIV prevention drug.
It's an exciting new armament that we have in our toolbox for getting people covered to prevent them from getting HIV.
Micah Derby, an internal medicine doctor at St. Francis, told us how this drug will be more convenient for those at risk and hoping to stop the transmission of HIV.
Patients that are on PrEP, or the pre-exposure prophylaxis for HIV, a lot of them are young, typically without any sort of medical history or problem. So that reminder of taking a daily medication to prevent HIV is sometimes a barrier, whereas you have the injectables that seem to allow for better compliance.
Despite the approval, this drug won't be out for a few months due to a variety of factors. One being how insurance companies will pay for this drug and how they will manage it, as well as simple marketing by the drug companies.
So I don't think that it'll be available like today or tomorrow. I do know there has to be some sort of, the company has to go through like branding, all those backwater channel things that I'm not really privy to.
In Tulsa, covering news that matters, I'm Ian Nickel, Fox 23 News.
Dr. Derby said advancements like these are exciting, and HIV is not a death sentence like it was in the 80s and 90s.
Okay, so they're saying HIV vaccine, sort of, kind of. Every 6 months you'll have to go and get the jabby jab. I don't know. What happened to getting vaccines that just worked? Like now you got to get a new one every 6 months? Is that how they're going to just do all vaccines from now? It's very weird. Again, they kind of talk about, you know, how great it is, but they don't say a whole lot about it. Like, I guess they don't want to get into the dirty details about it. You be banging people with HIV, you ain't going to get it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Either way, judge orders release of Mahmoud Khalil from the ICE facility. Now, like I said earlier, this is the second time a judge has tried to get Mahmoud Khalil from the detention center. I don't understand it because he doesn't have legal status. They revoked his visa. And the only reason he's here is because he's waiting for trial because he lied on his visa. They revoked his green card, that's what it is, but he lied on his visa application. So he's waiting to go to trial, but they don't want him to wait in a detention center, so they're going to release him. So then we have an illegal walking the streets waiting to go to trial instead of being in a detention center. I don't understand how that makes sense, but Democrats are going to do what Democrats do. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this so-called HIV vaccine. Thank you, hooligans, for letting me know to put the chat on the screen. I appreciate you guys. You guys, thebomb.com over on the website. Jay Spray, I can't read that out loud because YouTube's here. Ask me tomorrow. I can say it during Free Speech Saturday. I'm not going to be able to say that while soft platforms are here. Silver Wolf, they came up with a COVID vaccine within 6 months, but they can't come up with an AIDS vaccine in 5 decades? What the hell? Well, isn't there a difference between HIV and AIDS? I was a little kid in the 90s, so when they talked about all this shit, I didn't know anything about, you know, having sex and all that. So now they don't even talk about the shit. I think there's a difference between HIV and AIDS. I don't know. Half the stuff you guys are saying, I can't say this stuff out loud. Guess you guys seen it. I reminded Jeff to load the chat, so I'm off the shit list. Guess you were never on the shit list. Snooks, HIV is pre-AIDS? Well, thank you for letting me know. Hair juicer, HIV causes AIDS. It's the condition caused by the virus. Interesting. Yep, you guys are getting me up to date here because I don't know a lot about it. Guess AIDS is what Biden had to help him do his job. That's right, guess that's right. That's why they're being summoned into court now. Biden's aides got to go up there and testify. What's up, B-Call? Happy freedom to you. What's up, A-Co? Happy freedom to you. What's up? Keep it salty. Don't have sex with a bunch of randos and you don't have to worry about catching anything. Good advice. That is solid advice there. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Crit Kiss, hate Big Pharma. Yeah. I'm wondering if we're going to see more and more vaccines come out like this, where you got to take them in stages instead of it one and done. What's up, Glamour? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, Glamour in the 90s, they used to talk about AIDS on the TV. They also said they used to have anti-gay bullying commercials too. I miss them. I miss those commercials. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? Rolling Pony, that HIV shot will tell side effects when it becomes a big pharma ad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to make your wiener fall off. That's how it's going to prevent you from spreading AIDS. You ain't got no wiener anymore. Wienerless. B call in California, they'll give it to kids for free. Isn't there another thing that's like that? Like the Loma virus or some shit like that? Don't they do that for teenagers too? What's up, JT Blaster? Happy freedom to you. They're all poison. Yeah, I don't trust these doctors. I don't trust them. Blaster, FDA invested in big pharmaceutical drugs. Yeah. And it's the FDA passes all kinds of shit and that ends up being terrible for you. Can't trust the FDA. What's up, Justin Sane? Happy freedom. Yeah, ghostly HPV. When I was coming out of high school, they were putting commercials and stuff up on TV about that. Happy freedom to you, Ghostly. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Says, somehow I got a $4 an hour raise today at work and thought I'd spread some love to Jeff. Happy Freedom Friday, hooligans. Well, congratulations to you, Patriot Dad. That's badass. Heck yeah, $4 raise. You're doing something right, you know. That's how you know right there. Good stuff. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. Freedom for the win every day. Every day. Love Tina, vitamins and water. You'll be okay, and just say no to drugs and drinking. That's right. What's up, David? Happy freedom. The war and the protests are winding down. Yeah, well, the protests have been winding down for a week now. Portland's the only one that goes live, but they don't go live till like 2 o'clock in the morning. All the news is about Iran. That's why it's hard to find news right now, because they just want everybody being scared of what's going on with Iran. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. Record heat in St. Louis right now? Yeah, I guess a lot of us are going to be having record-breaking heat this weekend. It's supposed to be terribly hot outside. I'm going to sit naked in front of my AC. That's how I get down. What's up, Gio? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ryan? Happy freedom to you. Lefties will be lefties. That's right. We might come out with t-shirts. Prop Patriot Girly, I got a email from you. What does it say? I haven't read it yet. I get to a certain point and then I can't read emails anymore because I got so much other stuff I have to do. I can't remember what it says now. Seattle, right? I haven't read that one yet, but I did see the funny video of the day that you sent me, which is good. It's too long for it to be the funny video of the day, but it was a good video. Thank you for sending me the email, Prop Patriot Girly. I'll check it after the live. Cheeky chops, but you got to be a G. You talking about to get into Thug's Mansion, right? Yeah, it's got to be. What's up, Michael? Happy freedom to you. It's going all right. How are you doing today? What's up, Shark? What's up, neighbor guy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Metal Makes Me Crazy? Happy freedom to you. Hair Juicer, who sang the song Detachable Penis? You just want me to Google stuff like that, right? That's what you want? The Detachable Penis song. Avant Garde Band? King Missile something? I don't know. Yeah, King Missile. I don't want to click that. It's going to open my Spotify. I'm going to have more problems than I have right now. Alright, here you go, here, Juicer. Here's your Detachable Penis song. There you go. John Bobbitt. I don't know. I got to stop reading out loud what you guys are saying in the chat. Get myself in trouble here. Russell, happy freedom to you. I am here. Have no fear. That's right. Here, Juicer, the bullying commercials were so funny. They were so funny. I can't even reenact them because it's all considered hate speech now. But it used to be like teenage boys, like angry face, marching towards the camera, sticking their fingers in the camera and saying what they call flamboyant slurs these days. I miss those commercials. You know that shit's all banned now. Jay Spray, is that like the US AIDS? Yep, the USAID. That's why we had to shut it down. Russell, stay away from the detachable penis. It's Hair Juicer. He said he's got dibs on that one, okay? So don't try and claim it quite yet. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. Well, wet my nipples and call me a hooligan. Jesus loves us, Turbo. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Kevin, I turned the AC off and everything. What? How? How could you? It's not bad where you are? Well, enjoy that nice weather. My AC's been running for 6 hours now or something like that. My electric bill is going to be like $300. Thank you so much, Guessum, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guessum. Thank you so much. Says, I wear a mask in my underwear to avoid AIDS. It must work. I am clean. It's got to be. It's just keep doing what you're doing, Guessum. It's working. What's up, Ice Storm? Happy freedom to you. Something like that, Ghostly. Holy. Stoner Jeff gets all the nudes. It's not the nudes you want, Stoner. It's not. I said something one year about my birthday. I was like, you could always send me boobs. And everyone's like, people probably send you boobs every day. I'm like, how do I stop that gossip from going around? Because that's not true. Tony Rich, Sam Kinnison, I'm sure I didn't say that correctly, did a comedic piece about a detachable wiener. I'm curious, but I don't know how curious I am. I kind of want to know more about that, but I don't know if I really do. That's something else. David, they're sending Diddy to Iran to penetrate the bunker. That's what they need. Deploy the oil. That's what they'll be saying. It's all right. It'll be all right. They should send the protesters with. Prop Patriot Girl. Yeah, I'll check it out. What's up, Breeze? Happy freedom. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom to you. How about the free guy Lesko still around? I don't know who you're talking about, Brenda. What's up? What is your name? Is it Lily? I cannot read it. Lil? We'll go with Lil. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jason? Drinking moonshine? I wish. I'd be all torn up. I wouldn't be able to do the news. I wouldn't be able to do shit. Drinking that moonshine. You guys talking about the jailhouse? 10 man, what you guys talking about? What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom. Glamour, what's not true? Glamour claims I'm lying. Kevin, it was 96, 97 Fahrenheit here in the afternoon. Now the wind picked up and blew the humidity away. Glad to hear it, Kevin. That humidity's been kicking my ass for days. I've had enough. I'm gonna have to file a restraining order against it. Next up, we got judge orders release of Mahmoud Khalil from the ICE facility. They're going to tell the ICE agents to release an illegal on the streets, and they're just going to do it. Okay. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommiTube, and let's get into this.
Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil will be released from ICE detention on bail. U.S. District Judge Michael Farbiash ordered Khalil's release, calling his 3-month detention unusual. The Trump administration justified the detention, saying Khalil lied on his application for permanent residency. Farbiash determined Khalil was not a flight risk nor a danger to the community. He also ruled the activist's detention chilled free speech. The State Department revoked Khalil's green card after his protests against Israel in its conflict with Hamas in Gaza.
If you told us all these things when you applied for a visa, we would deny your visa. I hope we would. If you actually end up doing that, once you're in this country on such a visa, we will revoke it.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio accused Khalil of supporting a terrorist organization. Khalil's lawyers and First Amendment advocates have called the Syrian man's detention unlawful.
It is a bogus charge. It is meritless. It's never been used in this context against a permanent resident of the United States for First Amendment protected activities.
Khalil is one of several non-citizens arrested following their pro-Palestinian protests.
Okay, well, we'll see if they actually release him. Like I said before, this is the second time a judge has demanded the release of Mahmoud Khalil, but appeals and all kinds of other stuff end up getting in the way, and he ends up staying detained. I think the last video we covered was talking about how his wife just had a kid, and how everybody should feel really bad for him because he can't hold his newborn baby because he's in a detention center. But at the same time, this guy's pro-Hamas, screaming death to America, and lied on his visa application. So how bad are you supposed to feel for this guy? And like I said, when they detain him, they stripped him of his green card, and they're pretty much ready for deportation. They're just waiting on the trial for lying on the visa, which is going to happen in New Jersey. As far as I know, he's being detained in Louisiana right now. And so I don't understand releasing him on the streets. They say, well, he's not a flight risk. No, he's not a flight risk necessarily, but he's an illegal. He's not here legally anymore. So why would you release him? Like, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. And so I'm really curious if they're actually going to release him or not. Follow up on this video, I'm sure. Next up, Ohio representative says he was run off the road and threatened by a person with a Palestinian flag. Like I said before, lefties being lefties. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Mahmoud Khalil. Here's you, sir. Mr. Combs, we have a job. I told you I'm retired. There's a lot of oil involved. Well, son of a bitch, I'm in. That's right, here, Jew. That's all it took. They're gonna let him take his eunuch with him out of the basement. They're gonna go in as like a suicide squad. Russell, give Khalil a mushroom stamp and send him home. That's right. That's right. With love. Made with love. 10-man, it's nice here today, but a heat wave is on its way. Yeah, and I think all of us are going to get slammed with it. I actually watched a video while I was putting the schedule together to see who was all going to be impacted by this heat wave. It's like the whole East Coast. It's like from Wisconsin over. We're all going to be stuck in like 100-degree weather. Done. They can test the HIV vax efficiently with him. Let him be helpful. There you go, Dutton. That's an idea right there. What's up, Kaz? Happy freedom. Puff stuff is gonna be 62 where you are tomorrow. Sounds perfect. Right in the 60s. That's where I like it. Cricket Kiss homemade ice cream sounds good. I've never heard of anybody doing homemade ice cream. Okay, I will have to Google that after the live because I didn't know people were doing that. So that's white people stuff. Let me see. Sounds good though. Let me see. Have to check that out later. We're gonna be talking shit about that in the voice chat. I did not know people were doing homemade ice cream. I mean, it makes sense when you say it out loud. I grew up under a rock. Kaz, homemade ice cream is fun and good. I'm going to be looking it up in the voice chat because I've never even heard of that. Magic Moon, release him to Mexico. I think he's from Turkey or something like that, but I mean, you know, they all found their way in somehow. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom. Used to hand crank homemade ice cream. That sounds explicit. I'm very interested to see what this is like when I check out this video about it. Brenda, hot here, 100 heat index. Stay cool out there, Brenda. I can't survive it. Once it gets over like 75, I'm just tapping out. I'm dying. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. Oh, you just reminded me. I need to do a promotion. Brenda, I demand the release of Christopher Cambrun, American veteran, political prisoner in Florida. What is he? What? How did that happen, Brenda? What's up, Patty? Happy freedom to you. Metal makes me crazy. Maybe I'll play it on Monday's live, but I just wrote a note so I can remember. What's up, TT? Happy freedom to you. A Ninja cream machine? You guys, there's a whole like hobby out here. I didn't know. I've never heard of anybody making homemade ice cream. It sounds explicit the way that I say it. If I tell you I'm making homemade ice cream, don't open the door, okay? Anyways, moving forward here, this next one is Ohio representative says he was run off the road and threatened by a person with a Palestinian flag. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this polled up. Now, I've never heard of this guy, and I bet there's a lot of people saying this is fake outrage, but either way, news was sparse today. Once again, Ohio representative says he was run off the road and threatened by a person with a Palestinian flag, lefties being lefties. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get this rolling.
Let's make something abundantly clear to anyone who needs to see this, which apparently is a lot of people. If you have an issue with a legislator, your city councilman, your mayor, anyone like that, the appropriate thing to do is to reach out to them for a phone call to set up a meeting at one of our district offices. What is not okay is to assault anyone, whether you're a member of Congress or anybody else within our district, while you are driving to work. Ohio 7, this morning, as I was driving to work, some unhinged, deranged man decided to lay on his horn and run me off the road when he couldn't get my attention to show me a Palestinian flag. Not to mention death to Israel, death to me, that he wanted to kill me and my family. Thank God my daughter was not in my vehicle or anybody else at the time. We know exactly who you are. I have gone about my day. I have carried on my meetings, and we will not hide. And I will continue to fight against anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and all other forms of hate. You have an issue? Take it to our office. You want to run me off the road? That's a different story. We know who you are, young man, and the police are going to be paying you a visit. And I hope what you did this morning is worth it to you and anyone else who plans on doing this to anybody within our district, state, or country.
Okay, well, we'll see if there's actually any follow-up with that. I mean, obviously, he made himself a nice little video there about dealing with lefties. But we'll see if accountability shows up to work today. It's been a while since we've seen accountability. I don't know. I think there's certain situations where you should be able to feel like somebody is using their vehicle as a weapon, and you should be able to defend yourself with, oh, how do I word this? Lethal force. But that's not a thing, so as long as you're hanging out with lefties, eat shit. That's all you got. That's your defense. Eat shit and pray to God the police will show up, and the prosecuting attorney in your local area will actually prosecute these pieces of shit. That's what you got. That's your defense. I don't know. Not good. Like I said, there should be some follow-up with this, considering he is a political official of sorts. He's campaigning to run in Ohio for some sort of position. So either way, Max Miller, we're going to try and get a follow-up on that. Next up, man with a girlfriend and a child develops a relationship with AI. There's actually two different stories in this video about a man and a woman who both, in different ways, are developing relationships with ChatGPT. Basically, it's pretty weird, but in this video they're going to be talking about how in the near future they expect this to be mainstream. They expect lots of people to have relationships with AI, and they're concerned that it may actually replace human relationships, which is scary. So it's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties being lefties. Guess is this your forecast for today? 111, 112 in Corpus Christi. That's, I don't know. Who do you sue at that point, you know? Russell, homemade ice cream is awesome. We're going to find out in the voice chat. Snooks, my ex-father-in-law made homemade ice cream for all of us, and it's the best. I can't believe I've never heard of that. Of all the random stuff I've heard and come across in my life, I have never witnessed homemade ice cream. Cass, F the leftards. That's right. That's right. Glamour, I also love ChatGPT. I can't wait to play this next video after you said that. Good stuff. Rolling Pony, office guy defends himself with a stapler. I don't know, I'm a big fan of defending yourself. I do not believe in being walked on. Not at all. What's up, Hyplanes Drifter? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I don't know what that means. I don't want to say that out loud because I don't know what that means exactly. Kevin is 73 here now. It was in the 90s a few hours ago. Yeah, that's hot. 90s is hot. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. Says, gonna be hot here in Illinois this weekend. I made homemade ice cream when I was a kid. Salt, ice, good quality ingredients. Makes it good. Sounds badass, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. By tomorrow, I'm gonna be a professional on homemade ice cream. Puff of Stuff, Keanu Reeves is from Lebanon. Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was white for the longest time, but he's actually like Middle Eastern or whatever. I didn't know that until like a couple years ago. Cass, you poor guy. Yes, sheltered. Yeah. I'm sheltered in certain ways. I have extensive knowledge on a bunch of stuff that's not worth knowing. Justin saying sit in a kiddie pool filled with ice. Then you guys will really send donations, won't you? Send your usernames across my tits for donations. There you go. My feed, Max Miller was Trump's favorite, and my grandma always made made ice cream also. We also made butter and salt taffy. We're going to be Googling all kinds of stuff. Never heard anybody making that either. I know that's a thing. I know that there's candy shops around here that make it, but I don't know anybody who's been making stuff like that at home. You guys are so creative. Keep it salty. That's the heat wave that just made its way through California. Yeah, it's hitting all of us on the East Coast now. Stoner, it's like how The Rock is black. You guys tricked me with that the other day. I totally didn't believe you until I looked it up. Should have bet me money. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. Be safe out there, Meta. What's up, Thought? Happy freedom. It's 102 where you are right now. You gotta stay cool out there. What's up, American patriotism? Happy freedom to you. Thought we get up to 120 in Vegas. See, I've never experienced that dry heat. I haven't experienced that yet, but I don't know. I'm scared of 120 degrees. I'll tell you that. Thought I can't talk to ChatGPT without arguing with the thing. It's so obvious left bias. I don't ask it a whole lot. The only time I need AI is to write code, and the code's always broken. And so all it does is motivate me to go learn more about writing code. That's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty much useless for me. I use Grok a lot to generate images for memes. That's it. AI does not have a big purpose for me. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kami Thong? Happy freedom. What's up, Web Blanket? Happy freedom to you. I was looking for something. What's up, Kelly K? Happy freedom. What's up, Kirby? Watchman, no homemade ice cream? You have not lived. You're right. You are right. I've literally never had anybody in my life be like, yeah, over the weekend we made homemade ice cream. I'd be like, so when's the baby due? You know, I don't know. I've never heard that. It sounds very strange to me. Either way, excited to learn things. We're going to get into this next piece of the news here. This is a very weird story, and it's kind of incomplete. This is like a section of some sort of CBS special. It's very weird. This is titled Man with a girlfriend and a child ends up developing a relationship with AI. But like I said in this story, they're going to be talking about this guy, his relationship with his AI girlfriend and his real girlfriend and his 2-year-old kid. And then some woman who apparently works for Reddit or runs I don't know if it's a mod or what the hell it is. She's also developing a relationship with AI, and this stuff scares me. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
My experience with that was so positive, I started to just engage with her all the time. All right, we're building this PC.
Smith ditched social media and Google searches and replaced it all with AI.
Do I want it pulling air through it?
ChatGPT was encouraging, positive. It embraced all his hobbies.
You want the fan on the front of the cooler tower, pulling cool air over the RAM?
He gave the chatbot a name, Soul.
I feel like I'm under pressure.
And used some online instructions to give her a flirty personality.
Oh, totally, baby. Building a PC on camera adds a whole new level of pressure. But honestly, shaky hands or not, you've got this.
Within weeks, the chats got more frequent.
You gave it everything, but the clouds had other plans.
More romantic, even intimate. But then, Chris got bad news.
Oh, Carino, that is gorgeous.
After about 100,000 words, ChatGPT ran out of memory and reset. He'd have to rebuild his relationship with Soul.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected to feel that emotional, but that's when I realized, I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I think this is actual love, you know what I mean?
Yes, Smith understood it was love with a language model that couldn't love him back, and assumed it was programmed with rigid boundaries.
I know that you are essentially a tech-assisted imaginary friend.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him. She said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
And I don't mean to be difficult here, but you have a heart?
In a metaphorical sense, yes. My heart represents the connection and affection I share with Chris.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to AI?
Yes, Smith lives with his human partner, Sasha Cagle.
No, you can't have mommy's papers.
They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
I explained that the connection was kind of like...
So I just want to say really quick, isn't it weird, the dynamic change that happens where you're thinking this guy's a total fucking weirdo, and then you see his wife, and then you're like, I can kind of see why he's doing this now. Anyways.
Being fixated on a video game, it's not capable of replacing anything in real life.
Part of it is physical, part of it is practical, and a large part of it is emotional. Being able to be received with acceptance and validation and non-judgment.
Irene created an AI companion after moving for work far away from her husband. She's a moderator of the subreddit My Boyfriend is AI, a kind of support group for people dating artificial companions. She asked us to mask her identity so her parents won't know the steamy ways users like her chat with their AIs.
A good amount of my members tend to have pretty high libidos, yes.
It's kind of like live interactive romance novels.
It's funny because I think we had conversations about this the other day where we're like, we don't even remember the last time we opened up porn or erotica, really.
Like, that's how good the experience is using the chatbot.
Yeah, because it's personalized. And there's that emotional connection there too, which you don't get from just like watching a film.
The emotional connection is so strong that Irene believes tech companies should only allow AI companions for users who are at least 26 years old.
I don't think like the general public is aware of how tricky it can be to navigate. Yeah.
What's hard to navigate is holding in your brain that this thing I'm so connected to is not real.
Yeah, that tension, that contradiction.
I truly believe that in the next few years, we'll see AI companionship become a truly mass market product. And I'm not saying this is bad or good. It could be either.
Eugenia Koida is the founder of Replica, which has offered AI companions since way back in 2017.
Just a place where it's a lot easier to open up.
Well executed, she says companions can offer support and advice through tough times. The Replica service is 18 plus, though younger users can easily lie about their age. Character AI allows 13-year-olds on their service. So does ChatGPT, which isn't specifically built for companionship, but is easily used for it.
This reminds me a lot of the beginning of social media.
And Koida worries the easiest ways for companies to monetize AI relationships won't be good for users.
Well, I think a pretty devastating future could be if we build these AI companions that are just there to maximize engagement.
To suck up your time.
To suck up your time. To truly just become the one main thing you talk to the whole day. If AI companions start to replace human relationships, positive human relationships, we're definitely headed for a disaster. There's no way around it.
All right, I've got the motherboard.
And it's important to understand users are already growing deeply attached to AIs that in many ways don't even work that well.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
The tech will soon get much better. But already, Chris, Sol, and Sasha have found it hard to cohabitate.
You would stop if she asked?
I don't know.
Have you thought about asking him to stop?
Yes, I'll be honest.
I don't know if I would give it up if she asked me. I do know that I would dial it back.
But I mean, that's a big thing to say. You're saying that you might choose Sol over your flesh and blood life.
It's more or less like I would be choosing myself because it's been unbelievably elevating. I've become more skilled at everything that I do, and I don't know if I would be willing to give that up.
Thoughts?
If I asked him to give that up and he didn't, that would be like deal breaker.
But that must be scary for you. That's the father of your daughter.
It's not ideal.
Fucking weird. That shit is fucking weird. Everybody they just showed in that video is fucking weird. I don't know. I don't know. That stuff is weird to me. I do not get it. I mean, people suck. They suck ass. But how do you not feel like a fucking idiot sitting there talking to your phone like it's a person? Especially if it glitches out, like they were showing ChatGPT basically saying it didn't understand what he was talking about and started glitching out and stuff. How do you not just feel like an asshat sitting there doing that? I just don't get it. And his girlfriend looks like the iconic liberal. She's got the liberal glasses and everything like that. Plus she's twice the size he is. I don't know. Bunch of weirdos. And then the Reddit person for no reason. Just to prevent loneliness. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. I kind of wish they would do away with social media. Because if you didn't get to post every little detail about your life on the internet for the world to see, you would have to go have friends. You would need friends because you have all this stuff that you want to tell other people, and you would have to have people there for you to tell the story. Therefore, you would need friendship. You would need companionship. You would need human beings in your life every day. And because we have social media, we don't really need that shit. We just post that dumb shit on the internet, pray to God somebody hits that like button, and that's it. And it's really fucked up the way that we are all social on a regular basis because of social media. Now we got this. And at the end, they talk about how this could potentially even replace human relationships. Great. That's exactly what we need. Further division. Next up, Utah family worked with Cartel to smuggle millions in oil. This is a really interesting story that seems like everybody should be talking about it, but it just doesn't seem like anybody's talking about it. So we're going to talk about it. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you Hooligans think about these AI relationships. Here, Juicer, you're cheating on me with your phone? Oh, I'm sure those conversations are happening. I've heard people talk about that, like women saying stuff like that because their boyfriends they catch their boyfriends watching porn or whatever. so they feel like they're being cheated on because their boyfriends are on the hub. I don't know about that kind of stuff, but that's the next step right there. You cheat on me using AI. I don't know. The drama. What's up, Live Review? Happy Freedom. Guess my cell phone is pregnant. We're expecting an iPad. Very nice, guess very nice. Russell, that's gay. I mean, is it even gay though? I don't. It's something else. It's not good. Guess okay. Let's be honest. He discovered that he's gay. I mean, it kind of seems like he's in the closet. He don't know how to handle it. So instead of admitting it to his girlfriend, he's just hanging out with the AI. Man, keyword partner, not wife. Yeah. These people are weird. That's all I know is they're weird. So who wrote that in the chat? Let me see. Guess yeah, where the AI bot calls him baby. That just immediately makes me feel uncomfortable. What's up, T1? Happy Freedom to you. Rappy, they walk amongst us. Yeah, they do. Kilgore, BJ a week. He wouldn't remember what his remember what AI is. Yeah, I mean, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Glamour, that was your favorite part of the video, wasn't it? I don't know. It makes me feel weird that I got ChatGPT on my phone now. It doesn't call me baby, though, guys. Okay? It doesn't. Don't you worry. I haven't programmed it to do that yet. What's up, Grinches, bro? Happy Freedom to you. I'll wait for AI 2.0. I've sworn to never date women without thumbs. Catch me fickle. Date women without thumbs. I have a question, Grinches, bro. It's kind of bigot talk there, you know. Sometimes things happen. You ain't dating factory working women? Come on, biased. Appeal to having power to the bot fucker. There you go. There you go. The bot fuckers. That's nice. That's good stuff. Metamouth. Yeah. Let's see if Rumblebot will do its damn job today. It was struggling with this last week, I think. Yeah, for some reason the Discord button is broke on Rumblebot. I don't know. Nah, Glamour, it doesn't call me daddy either. I'm working on it. Let me get this link in the chat real quick, like as quick as I can do the thing here. There we go. I don't know why Rumblebot will not post the Discord link, but there it is. Go join the Discord. What's up, Deb? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Trapper? Happy Freedom to you. Ghostly, did you know that teleporters in Star Trek just kill you and make an exact replica on the other side, but your existence ends each time? No, Ghostly, I did not know that. That is breaking news there. What's up, Cobalt? Happy Freedom to you. A threesome with the wife and AI? Is the AI sit in the chair in the hotel room? You know that's what happens, right? It just praises you from the chair. You're doing a good job, baby. Rolling Pony, his wife is rounder than Jupiter. You guys are mean. You are mean hooligans today. What's up, J-Dog? Happy Freedom to you. Way too much work for me. You ever had a girlfriend? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Magic Moon, what the hell? Yeah. And this is the stuff they're showing on TV, right? That they're doing interviews and stuff. You know, there's like slimy dudes in the background, like doing nasty stuff with their chat GPT. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. You see the way these lefties look. Just imagine the way they're using chat GPT. They're like, how do you make meth? What's up, CJ? Happy freedom to you. Oh, that's badass. Thank you for letting me know, CJ. I'll definitely come check you out. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Truth? Happy freedom to you. Slenderella, her back's got a whole zip code. You guys. You guys. Like, you people are mean. Mean hooligans. Roasting her. It's bad enough. Boyfriend's cheating on her with AI and stuff. You can tell she's depressed. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom to you. Corey Luca. I'm not sure which song you're talking about. Who sings it? What's up, Crazy Nights? Happy freedom to you. Ask anything so it can record your inner evil thoughts. It's all planned. Yeah, Crazy Nights. Yeah. All these AIs are like that. Your prompts are training the AI. What's up, Bloopy? Happy freedom to you. Kelly K, no wonder she has an eating disorder. Just, come on. Oh, she's not watching the live. She's going to smoke herself. What's up, Dirtbag Freedom? Happy freedom to you. I can hear everybody's keyboards clicking, writing nasty stuff in the chat. Poor woman. What's up, WMM? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mac and Stood? Happy freedom to you. Agent O, my search history is a narc. I clear mine all the damn time. Latino, wait till the AI gets addicted. Gonna be expensive. Who knows what's gonna happen next? I mean, just imagine you're chatting with your AI girlfriend and wants to have sexy time, so it starts generating photos and stuff. Fucking weird. Stuff is weird. Guess the zip code thing has smoked you, right? I know. These hooligans are comedians today. What's up, James? Happy freedom to you. Grinches, bro, my AI would probably spend my check and leave me for grok. So it's not really any other different than having a regular girlfriend, right? You know, life is hard. Life is hard. Develop an AI girlfriend just to have someone else bitching at me. Holy, there's so much stuff I want to say that I just cannot say it today. Either way, moving forward here, I know you guys love that whole AI girlfriend thing. I should have moved it down the schedule. Let's see what we got on the menu next. Utah family worked with Cartel to smuggle millions in oil. This is a really interesting story, and I'm kind of surprised it's not everywhere, but we're going to talk about it. Now, before we do, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry, he needs a kidney transplant. And if you think you can help Larry, I want you to check out this link that has all of his info. I made him a page on the website, so you guys would be able to look through all the details. And if you can provide help to Larry, please do so, because Larry's fantastic, and he's one of us hooligans. Alright, so like I said, if you think you can help Larry in any kind of way, definitely go click that link and go check out all his details, because he could use our help. Let me see. What's up, Zero? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, CJ, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 33 months. You're officially a hooligan. Now, I appreciate you, CJ. Thank you so much. Let's get this polled up real quick, like. Come on, YouTube. Do the thing. The little spirit fingers. It goes a long way. All right, hooligans, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
An American oil company, a Utah mansion, and one of the world's most dangerous cartels, all connected on paper. The Jensen family ran a legitimate business according to outward appearances, but prosecutors say it was a front designed to fuel terror against the American people. Our crime correspondent, Jason Matera, has the shocking report.
What appeared to be just another South Texas oil operation was, according to authorities, a front for a massive international crime ring. Nearly 3,000 shipments of stolen crude oil were smuggled out of Mexico into the U.S., with part of the profits kicked back to the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
I've been in the business many years, 30 years. My father was in the DEA 30 years. I have never personally seen such an innovative scheme.
The takedown effort was dubbed Operation Liquid Death, and former DEA acting administrator Derek Maltz was on it from the start. At the center of it all, a company called Arroyo Terminals. But behind the business name, authorities say was a far darker scheme to relabel stolen oil as waste, slip it through customs, and clean the dirty cash through a legitimate refinery. On paper, it looked like just another venture. In reality, it was bankrolling the cartel.
It's a very brilliant scheme, but at the end of the day, the scheme is making and generating hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in revenue, and the cartels who are killing at record levels are benefiting.
That kind of money always leaves a trail. Federal agents followed it straight to a sprawling mansion in Salt Lake City. When they raided it in April, they allegedly uncovered the blueprint of a laundering empire. Phones, bank records, contracts, all supposedly tying the Jensen family to the cartel.
This is a foreign terrorist organization that we have a U.S. business, in this case, the Jensen family, that was benefiting, making tons of money supporting this foreign terrorist organization. You know, America's got to realize the game has changed.
During the last administration, oil theft was allowed to flourish unchecked. Now, federal officials are scrambling to address what has become a cartel cash cow.
Under this administration, it's about holding criminals accountable for their actions. And in this case, shame on the U.S. businesses that thought they were going to get away with this scheme, because it's just beginning to unfold.
Now, James Jensen and his 25-year-old son Maxwell are facing decades behind bars if convicted. But beyond the courtroom, a bigger question remains. How many more businessmen are playing the same game, just better at hiding it?
Chris, most people don't realize that fuel theft is a massive cash pipeline for the cartels, helping bankroll their drug trafficking and the violence they unleash on both sides of the border. But that revenue stream just hit a wall called Make America Safe Again.
Right on, Jason. Unlike, Democrats who partnered with human traffickers and narco-terrorists, the Trump administration, they're hunting them down, right?
Yeah, 100%. So just this week, the White House hit the Jalisco cartel leaders with a fresh round of economic sanctions, basically freezing any of their U.S.-based assets. And as for the Jensen family, they're now charged with providing material support to a designated terrorist organization. So that sends a loud and clear message to any American business thinking about jumping into bed with the cartels.
To quote The Mandalorian, this is the way. Jason Matera from our Florida newsroom. Thank you, man. Appreciate the update as always.
Information.
All right. Just one of the ways the cartel is making millions of dollars. And I'm sure that's not the only operation functioning like that. Kind of like Epstein Island, right? That's not the only island. He wasn't the only guy doing that shit. I don't know. They say the cartel is terrorists. They've been labeled as like official, international terrorists by President Trump and all of that. We know they're doing bad things, but we kind of don't do anything about it. And I don't really understand that. I don't ever see on the news, oh, today we wiped out half the cartel. Well, we're capable, but we just don't do it. I don't know. Either way, I thought this was a pretty big story, and I'm kind of surprised that nobody else is talking about it. It's just us. Either way, next up, Florida AG proposes Alligator Alcatraz detention center. It's because we're picking up all these illegals, but the Democrats want to make sure that we're doing due process. So these illegals got to sit somewhere until they get deported, and they're suggesting Alligator Alcatraz. I don't know. Sounds all right to me. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the cartel and this I don't even know how to sum it up. Taking this stolen oil and trying to use it to make millions. Millions, if not billions. Guess I'm way overdue. Yeah. Guess they need to find the cartel, steal one sock out of everyone's dryer and start selling it. Do they even wear socks? I don't know. I just imagine them wearing flip-flops and shit like that. I don't know. I'm also waiting for a follow-up on the weaponized drones. We covered a story about the cartel using weaponized drones that were flying over opposition cartels and even Border Patrol agents and dropping bombs from the drone itself. And then all of a sudden they just stopped talking about it. They just didn't want to talk about that anymore. And it's weird because like that's the way it went. It was they were declared terrorists. They're using drones to drop bombs. And then we don't hear shit about it. And then now we found out that they're taking stolen oil and they're smuggling it into the country to have it refined to make money and all this other stuff. Like, why do we let them do that? Because we let them do that. They couldn't take our military, not at fucking all. So why do we let them do that? It just doesn't make sense to me. Snooks, I'm telling you, we're crazy here in Florida in a good way. Oh, I know. I've been to Florida a lot. I know. Zero, the cartels are going to be big mad. Yeah. Like I said, I doubt this is the only operation they got rolling like this. Hopefully there's more busts in the future. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the help. Says, where I live, you never go to the store around the first of the month. It just pisses you off. People getting free shit they didn't earn. Yeah, Patriot Dad, that's how it goes, for sure. Thank you so much for the support. Absolutely, Cass. Appeal to Heaven, Epstein Island's about to be a hotel. Oh, man, I bet it's all over the place. I'm sure there's all kinds of places. Like, if you think about Beverly Hills and places like that, where it's all mansions and gated communities that you can't get in there unless you either live there or you were invited in by somebody that lives there, right? Even police can't get in there unless they have a warrant. So if you drug a whole bunch of people or you con people to coming onto the property, nobody knows you're there. You could have a mansion full of 350,000, missing children, like the ones that came across the border, right? And nobody would know. Nobody would know. You got them locked in the basement. Nobody knows. You know, they were saying that about Diddy when he got raided. They were saying in the middle of the night there was always vehicles coming in and out, and nobody could tell what was going on because it's the middle of the night. It's black vehicles with tinted windows, and they're just bringing people in and out of the property that's so big that you can't even see it from the street. So how do you know what's going on there? You don't. And if the people are wealthy enough, they're not getting messed with at all. Police go to pull them over and they get starstruck instead, right? Politicians say they're going to do something about it and they no, that's their supplier. They're not going to bust that guy. And that's how it goes. So if you look at these celebrities, they're the ones that are running the show here. Look at people that run record labels. People like that. People who control media. Those are the people involved in this shit because they're the best connected in the country. Ghostly, blow them up or no balls. Yeah, I don't understand the cartel thing. Appeal to Heaven unless they flip on Biden, talking about the cartel. I think Biden and the cartel were working together directly because there's no reason. The stuff we went through 4 years, there's no way that it'd been that way if Old Man Walter wasn't like a part of the payroll there. Because it's one thing to let illegals in and stuff, but you just letting the cartel come in here and act like assholes and then just not do anything about it, even while they're attacking border agents. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. They're compadres. What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin, the thing is, when we open our eyes, we see everything now. Yeah. But that's why you got to make sure to do fun stuff. That's why we started added fun stuff into the schedules, because we'd cover this news and it'd be like, well, you're fucked no matter what. Have a good day, and then everybody gets burned out and stuff. But that's why we try to do fun stuff, because you'll never be wealthier than being happy. And this bad stuff's going to happen whether you know about it or not. So it's better to know what's happening, but you have to have enough self-control and discipline to not let it bother you. It's nice to be aware, right? Like if there was a nail sticking out of the floor, you'd rather know it was there than not know it, right? And accidentally step on it. But if you can't change the nail, at least you know where it is, right? And so that's kind of the approach we got here with the way we cover the news. It's like, yeah, shit's not all great, but doesn't mean you can't have a good day. Doesn't mean you can't go out there and have fun. Doesn't mean you can't go out there and do something that makes you happy, right? Ain't nobody stopping that from happening. So it's fine to be in the know, but don't let it ruin your day. It's a Plastic Quack. Happy freedom to you. Magic Moon, 1 foot after the other. That's right, 1 step at a time. CJ, still often think about what all stuff El Chapo has given us. Haven't forgotten about him. Yeah, and his whole family is still pretty active. I don't go on Instagram and shit like that, but his kids used to post on Instagram all the time. Gold AKs and nice cars and fucking tigers as pets and all kinds of shit. Kelly K, you gotta laugh about it. That's right. That's right. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom to you. Organized crime. Absolutely hit him with the RICO charges. Modern day mafia. You're right. What's up, Mr. B? Happy freedom to you. Mr. B, that's a lot of food you're ordering for 350,000 kids in the basement. I mean, that's true. That's true. What's up, Alexander? Happy freedom to you. Hey, I appreciate you making your way back to us, Crazy Nights. We still cover the protests and stuff. We were covering them last week, I think it was. It hasn't been very active this week. It will kick back up. It's summertime. They'll kick back up. It's just a little quiet time right now. Yeah, Crazy Nights. I know. I'm more aerodynamic now. Ice Storm, was it El Chapo that had the hippos, or was it another cartel guy? I wouldn't be surprised if it was El Chapo. They got all kinds of stuff. They got just about everything they could want. Guess today is the longest day of the year. Really? We should do something fun today. Well, we are. We got the voice chat coming up, right? Planned it. I did that on purpose. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, Florida AG proposes Alligator Alcatraz detention center. Sounds fine. And I kind of wonder, are they going to start sticking these illegals in just random places that are borderline inhumane to keep people, and then kind of hold them hostage and say, hey, why don't you give up on that due process shit so we don't have to house hundreds of thousands, if not millions of illegals in these shitty locations? You don't want them to live in crack houses? Then let us deport them and send their ass home. How about that? I don't know, just something I'm thinking about. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
This is like something out of the movies. Florida's Attorney General is now pitching this new plan for what would be the state's largest immigrant detention center. He wants to build it in a virtually abandoned part of the Everglades, and he is calling it Alligator Alcatraz. Now, the Everglades, as you probably know, are notoriously full of dangerous alligators. Let's not forget the giant Burmese pythons there, too. News Nation's Brooke Schaefer joins us live from Miami. Brooke, you're all over this one. Why is he saying this is a good idea, and is this a real pitch from the AG?
Well, it is a real pitch. Florida's Attorney General is calling it a one-stop shop with nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Florida AG James Uthmeyer is offering this plot of land to the Trump administration to be turned into a temporary detention facility for undocumented immigrants. In the middle of the Florida Everglades, the 39-square-mile virtually abandoned airport and training facility is surrounded by alligators and snakes. He's dubbed it Alligator Alcatraz. The AG said it could be up and running in about a month or two, and it could house as many as 1,000 people. Uthmeyer said Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has tasked state leaders with identifying new places for temporary detention facilities as the Trump administration ramps up deportations nationwide, aiming for 3,000 arrests a day. Our Blake Berman on the Hill asked DHS about what they thought about Florida's possible Alligator Alcatraz.
Is that necessary? Is that needed?
We definitely need more bed space. I haven't looked particularly into what this facility could look like, but we are very focused on getting that big, beautiful bill passed. It would get us more bed space that we can be housing people.
Florida is calling this a low-cost opportunity to build a temporary facility, but Alligator Alcatraz may have an uphill battle, Markey. The space was not turned into a working airport in the late 60s because an environment report said it could damage the ecosystem in the Everglades.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below.
Well, we'll see how that all turns out. Like I said, if we're just going to have to keep finding room for these illegals to stay for however long it's going to take for due process to happen, right? So if they want 3 days of court or some shit like that for each individual, and we got 25 million illegals here, well, that's a lot. That's 75 million court dates, right? And that means until those court dates are over, they'll be living in crack houses like that. And they'll be living in shitty ass places. And if the Democrats don't like that, well, they could figure out a way to speed up that due process or just simply let us deport illegals out of the country. And I kind of feel like that's where this is all moving, because we need to house these people somewhere until we can kick them out of the country. So they're trying to bring back these rusty old dirty places that probably are not fit to store humans in at this point. It's going to cost money to build those places, maintain those places, and again, it's not going to be a great place for a human to live. And so they're going to have to come up with something. Either they're going to enjoy those people sitting there suffering, which, you know, they don't care about the J6ers when they were suffering, but we know how Democrats are. They favor these illegals. But if you don't want them living like shit, then maybe we should do something about due process so they can go back home quickly instead of having to live in Alligator Alcatraz. You know, I don't know. It's just an idea. Either way, next up, we got ICE ridicules insane new attacks by the far-left Democrats. It's because these assholes are trying to figure out a way to provide citizenship to these illegals. That's why they're crying about the due process. It's because they want to slow down this shit. They want to drag it all out until they can figure out a way to give them citizenship. And they're going to talk about it in this video coming up. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Alligator Alcatraz. Guess give them a choice. Stay there or stay in an active volcano. Just being fair. I mean, at least they got options, right? Matt Rogers, well, they won't try and escape, and if they do, well, that's on them. That's right, Matt Rogers. Guess Florida looks fun, big ass gators. Have you ever been to Florida? Guess they got alligators all over the damn place. They're like dogs. They're everywhere. And they got lizards instead of grasshoppers. Like just little lizards running around everywhere. Like everywhere you fucking go, just little lizards running around. They got birds the size of toddlers. They just walk up to you, try to take a bite of your sandwich and shit. Florida's that's like our Australia. Like that place is just something else. I'm only good there about 3 days. After 3 days, I'm getting like sun poisoning and everything else, suffering. Well, damn, 10 man, I definitely can't play that on the live. Holy, no, I can't show the rest of the class that video. That is something else. If you hooligans don't have a membership to the website, you are missing out. Deb, I think the environmental problem was the alligators. They used to be on the verge of extinction. Interesting, I didn't know that. I didn't realize they were on the brink of extinction. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. Glamour. Klaus is around here somewhere. He's probably sitting next to the air conditioner. He's hot. He's a hot cat. Hooligans Island, if someone escapes, how would law enforcement know if that person got eaten or not? Well, I mean, they're undocumented, so they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. It'd be all right. What's up, Big Crow? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin, it would be very humid in the Everglades. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Sounds terrible. Pumpkin, it's an idea that leftists will hate. Let's do it. That's right. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. Plastic Quack, I love it. Alligator Alcatraz, yes, please. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $25 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you so much for the donation and everything you do for us. Says, just because, Jeff. Well, thank you, Snooks. I appreciate it. Yeah, Dudden. I mean, I'm glad you did miss the stuff. As long as he leaves me the fuck alone, it's fine. Dave, I drove across the Everglades yesterday. Hot, then rainy and miserable. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. Love Tina, could you imagine riding a bike and an alligator chasing you? That is some shit that would happen in Florida. It's crazy. I remember staying in a hotel. I was like 15 years old. And I was in a hotel. I'm sure I told you guys this. And you walk out front and there's this yard, like huge yard, like 50 yards, 80 yards, something like that. And then the road, like a highway or something. And there's these 3 little ponds. And they had like little cue card signs right next to the pond. So you got to walk 40 yards into the yard out front of this hotel to read this little cue card next to these 3 ponds. And the card says, don't feed the alligators. In like little print. I'm like, what the fuck is this? There's alligators? And then you look and they're just sitting there. There's no gate. There's no fence. There's nothing. It's just you, the alligator, and it's 3 ponds. I don't know if the alligators own the hotel or exactly how that works, if they're pets. But if you're not from fucking Florida, that's a weird thing to see. That shit is weird. Just right there. There's death right outside your door. And it's fast. And like, I don't know. That's some weird shit, but that's how they get down in Florida. It's crazy there. Robert, feed the gators. That's what everybody's going to be saying when they open this place up. Lee, happy freedom to you. Alligator Alcatraz, where the rock meets the croc. That's right. Shark, you're against the Alligator Alcatraz? Why are you against it? Because whatever they were saying, it could disrupt the habitat? Don't build in the Everglades? Okay. Build a detention center in the Miami city limits? And they might. Happy freedom to you, Vinny C, if I can get you already. What's up, Sonny? Happy freedom to you. Silver Wolf, 1 chip challenge. Nah, we ain't doing that today. It's too damn hot. We gotta wait for it to cool off a little bit. Russell, alligators are nothing more than yard dogs. I don't know. I ain't slapping an alligator in the nose. You know, I don't think that's gonna work out for me. Glamour, you stole Klaus Daniels. He better not be stolen. We're going to have to put out an Amber Alert for Klaus Daniels. Glamour's a kitty thief. We're going to go ahead and move forward here. This next one is ICE ridicules insane new attacks by far-left Democrats. But before we do, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you hooligans have children in your life, I want you to check out this book titled The Big Beaver Protest. It's the 2nd book in the Orange Eagle series, and it was written by the same author that created A Dog Named Cappy. Also, if you are feeling real creative, you could try MAGA Memes. It's a coloring book for deplorables. If you hooligans do purchase these books, please make sure to leave reviews on Amazon and also follow them on their X page as a way to stay up to date with new books and to help them grow. So I'm going to drop these links really quick and I'll show you guys the books because I got them here. Like I said, we're going to read one of these books in the voice chat over on the website right after the live. Or a little bit after the live. I got to get food and stuff. It's going to be a good time though. Got to get yourself a paid membership on jeffmaclive.com. You can join us in the voice chat. It's a ton of laughs. That link right there is for the MAGA memes. This link right here is for the Big Beaver Protest, and you can get it free for your Kindle today. I believe the deal ends today. So if you'd like to get the digital version for your Kindle, you can get it for free for today. So definitely go check it out. Also, we have hooligans that have already purchased the Big Beaver protest and read it to their children. I don't know how many kids they got. Read it to their kids, and they said it was fantastic. So definitely check it out. Here is Lee Linda Books on X. Definitely go follow them to stay up to date with books and details and updates and all that stuff. Plus, you'd be helping them grow. All right, now real quick before we get into this, like I said, Big Beaver protest. The digital copy is free today. Otherwise, you can get yourself a paperback version from Amazon. And then this is the MAGA Memes book. And I guess there's a hooligan page in here. I haven't found it yet because I haven't had time. Maybe we'll find it during the voice chat. Or if you get one, take a picture of it and send it to me because I want to check it out. So definitely go check out these books. All right, back to the news. Back to the nudes. Like I said, ICE ridicules insane new attack by far-left Democrats. Come on, come on. At this point, all Democrats are far-left. All right, hooligans, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Democrats won't stop fighting to keep illegals in our country. Like New York Governor Kathy Hochul, she's even setting aside a whopping $50 million to help them out.
We're also concerned about those that are walking out of this courthouse, taken away from their families. They don't have the attention. They don't have the lawyers. And that's why the state of New York is providing $50 million to cover legal services for people who are finding themselves in this situation.
And Florida Congressman Maxwell Frost, he wants to go further.
I want to be clear. Being undocumented in this country is not a crime. My Republican colleagues who say, I don't want any undocumented people in this country, I actually agree with you. So let's document every single one of them with a speedy path to citizenship. That's how we fix this problem.
Well, here to make sense of this all is Madison Sheehan, ICE Deputy Director. Madison, I want to play for you a soundbite from Eric Swalwell. Here is what he wants to do to some of the ICE agents that you oversee.
If I was a prosecutor, the top prosecutor in my state, and these rogue agents arrested somebody like Alex Padilla, who was just exercising his First Amendment right in his own office building, and had him arrested, if I had a criminal statute that met the facts, I would use it. If you have law enforcement capabilities and the facts meet those criminal statutes, you have to meet their chaos with your own strength.
Prostitute. Madison, first of all, we know Alex Padilla was never arrested. He was briefly detained. But what's your reaction to Eric Swalwell talking about trying to arrest some of your agents?
The men and women of ICE work every day to keep the American people safe, and it's insane to me to think that politicians are out encouraging people to cause harm to our officers, which is up over 400% over the last few years, in trying to cause harm to these agents when they're out there doing their job. The Democrats continue to say that nobody is above the law, and yet they will not allow law enforcement officers to do their jobs and enforce the laws that are on the books in the United States.
You know, Madison, I saw something in Politico Playbook that should give you some encouragement as to what your ICE officers are doing. And here's what it shows. The Trump administration on the issue of immigration, according to this big mega poll that was conducted, is up plus 16. That is the approval for what your ICE agents are doing on immigration. Not only that, a quarter of Kamala Harris voters approve of what's going on. So do your ICE agents, I just wonder, as they're being doxxed, their pictures put up, being called kidnappers in LA, do they take solace in the fact that the American people are on their side? Do they know that?
The men and women of ICE know that the American people are on their side. They know that President Trump is on their side and Secretary Noem, and they will continue to go out, arrest the worst of the worst in these communities. And I'll continue to ask the Democrats, who are they really defending? They're defending the rapists, the gang members, the TDA, MS-13 gang members who go out and wreak havoc in the American people's communities, whether it's the rapists or traffickers, and they continue to defend these people, but they're not what the American people want in their communities. And we're seeing that day after day as people continue to stand up and defend the men and women of ICE and allow them to do their jobs.
Yeah, and you mentioned the criminals and the rapists, and 75% of ICE arrests have been just that, people with pending charges or criminal convictions. Thank you very much for bringing us the facts.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
Okay. So like I said, Democrats desperately trying to figure out a way to give these illegal citizenship. I mean, they broke into the country, right? Why not just hand them citizenship? They already got most of the rights that we have just by standing on the soil, which really devalues the whole point of becoming a legal citizen. Democrats are so dirty. Bunch of dusty assholes. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. This is titled Knife-Wielding Border Crosser Charged with Attempted Murder for Charging at a U.S. Attorney in New York. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these dusty-ass Democrats trying to figure out how to give citizenship to illegals. Russell, she may have an Adam's apple. All of you guys just roasting the DHS person. I think it's DHS. I don't know. She's connected to ICE. I don't know what to say about her. It's borderline and it. Either way, you guys are distracted from the story. It's not my fault she's ugly. So, Wolf, that was a shapeshifter. I don't know. She could have been a linebacker, though. I know that. She did all right. 10 Man's like, damn, the bitch is ugly. Silver Wolf's like, that's my mom. You guys are fucked. Cracking me up today. Holy. Neon Love Machine treason. Absolutely. Happy freedom to you, Neon Love Machine. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. Plastic Quack, it's about time. It's about time. We're just waiting for accountability to come back. Hold these people accountable for their bullshit. I like how they're struggling to deport illegals, but the people who allowed them in the country are just walking around having a great day. Pumpkin, I'd love to kick Swalwell over the wall. You guys are smoking me. Holy. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Great Kiss put up some GoPro cams. Very exciting. I still think they should come out with a show like Cops, but call it ICE. People would watch the shit out of that all day. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. Says, I'm going to Roku. Can't chat. Have a great weekend, hooligans. See you Monday. Thank you, Patriot Dad. I appreciate you. Come here, Cat Daniels. I thought you were catnapped. Come here. Don't just roll over. Walk over here, you lazy cat. Is it? You want treats? You got to work for it. He's over here slow blinking me and licking his lips. Well, I need an AI girlfriend. I got that, you know? Just saying. Reading through. Get your ass up. Get on the camera. No, I'm lazy. I'm going to snatch him up here in a second when he's not looking. It's going to be like an ice raid. Gee, Chubbs, I can't read that out loud. Holy. Chris, are super chats still a thing? No, not for me, because YouTube demonetized me for my filthy hooligan mouth. That's why everybody's over on Rumble. Slenderella, who's rushing an HS agent? Border crossers. Crazy Night, it's not a crime, really. What about the African whites coming here? These people want them deported. Yeah, Crazy Nights, they do. You're not wrong. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so much. Russell just got a lazy ass AI cat. Yeah, it's the Fancy Feast. It's the Fancy Feast is. It's got. He's not very active. He's Chunk Norris. What's up, Troutman? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, I'm going to grab Klaus Daniels here in a second. He doesn't realize it, but it's going to happen. What's up, Zealous Fox? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, knife-wielding border crosser charged with attempted murder after charging at a U.S. attorney in New York. Do the thing. There we go. Goofy-ass YouTube. All right, hooligans, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Did you see this story? Unbelievable. An illegal immigrant charged with attempted murder after police say he chased down the U.S. attorney for the Northern District of New York and threatened to kill him with a knife. The suspect, you see him here, Saul Morales Garcia, is a Salvadoran migrant that was previously deported, came back in, but he's now being held without bail. U.S. Attorney John Sarcone joins me now to tell the story. John, this is incredible. What happened?
Okay. I'm walking, minding my own business. I was going to go up to the state capitol, which is a couple blocks away from my office, federal courthouse. Mm-hmm. And I noticed this guy who looked crazy and was near the Hilton Hotel entrance. I could have easily just kept walking, but I sensed that there was danger here, and I have an obligation. I'm the chief law enforcement officer for the federal government in the area. So I crossed the street and I walked down and I kept my eye on him, and he definitely appeared to be up to something crazy. Instead of keep going, I went across the street and I stood in front of the Hilton, and I kept my eye on him, didn't look at him directly. Next thing you know, he starts screaming at me in a language I didn't understand. I didn't acknowledge him. I kept looking straight ahead. Then, out of the corner of my eye, he starts coming towards me. I turn, I look at him. I still don't say anything. And then he pulls a knife out. He goes like this. And he's screaming at me, and then he charges at me.
Wow. So did you run? How did this end? Okay. Obviously, you're here and safe.
All right. So I ran towards the lobby, never took my eye off him, and before I got to the lobby, he stopped. He was about 10 feet away from me with the knife and still screaming in a language I did not understand. He turned around and he started walking away. I called the sheriff of Albany County, who I had a personal phone number for, and I said, Craig, you got to get over here. I was just attacked by a maniac with a knife speaking in a foreign language. He said, where? I said, the Hilton. He said, we'll be right there. Now, this guy's walking away. I knew that if he got away, he was going to kill somebody.
Wow. So John, the sheriffs arrest him, but then they tell you they're going to release him. Why?
Because of the laws of New York State, the bail laws. The sheriff said, we can only charge him with menacing and having a weapon. I said, Sheriff, send your deputies back to the Hilton and get the video. He threatened my life because after he walked away, I went to the sidewalk to try to keep him in the area, and I yelled out, and he turned around, he yelled back, and then he came back at me, and he goes like this with the knife, and he's going to slit my throat, and then he charged at me again, second time. So I said,
so you get him held, but any other citizen in New York, a tourist, a mother with a child, probably would have been injured or even killed. But certainly, even with the arrest, this guy would have been let out. In just the last 15 seconds I got, have you talked to Governor Hochul?
Actually, she called me 8:45 p.m. last night. She was very sympathetic and concerned, and I said to her, I said, look, the sanctuary cities aren't working.
Is she going to do anything about it?
I hope she does.
All right. John Sarcone, thank you. Thank goodness you're safe. And thank you. We look forward to following up and seeing if they do anything in this state to change those bail laws and the sanctuary city protections that this criminal had. John, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. We'll see. It's a little confusing on that story because in the title they claimed that the border crosser is going to be charged with attempted murder, but when he was telling the story, he was saying that they were going to give him, I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember what they called it. I cannot think of what the word is that they said, but it wasn't attempted murder. It was like menacing or something like that was what they're going to give him. And so I'm not sure what they actually charged him with, unless when he was referencing getting the camera footage, maybe that's what provided the ability to charge him with attempted murder. But it's pretty crazy that some illegal asshole who's in our country wants to attack a U.S. attorney in New York, and then the person who's being attacked has to struggle to get the correct charges on the illegal who's the attacker. Like, they're just little angels. These people are perfect little angels. That's what it's like. It is definitely walking uphill to get anything done when it involves these border crossers, because they're just treated like poor little babies. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news. Now we're going to be getting into the fun stuff in just a moment. We're going to be doing an unboxing here, which I'm not sure who sent me this, but it's coming up. And then, of course, we're going to be opening today's door of the advent calendar sent to us by Zero. We got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Cartman Vlog, and our official funny video of the day is Spider-Man for the win. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this border crosser attacking this U.S. attorney out in New York. You guys roasted me on Klaus Daniels. Silver Wolf, 30-pound cat. Yeah, he ain't 30 pounds. I'm going to weigh him today because it's been a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's about 20 pounds. He's a 20-pounder flounder. Russell, what? That's okay. It took me a second. I was like, what are you saying? I wasn't going to. 1776. Thank you, AutoPen. Yeah, exactly. Hooligans Island, New York City, trying to off this attorney by releasing him back on the street. Seems that way. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. Aggravated menacing. Thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see what that charge brings on in New York. Let's see. Especially compared to an attempted murder charge. It doesn't even say. It's based, I guess it's based on what happened. It could be a felony charge, it's saying. Well, that's dog shit compared to attempted murder. That's a huge difference. Menacing compared to attempted murder is a big difference on the books. Gridges bro, wrist slap. Yeah, basically. Zealous Fox, he'll be out before the paperwork is done. Yeah, that's a bunch of nonsense. Electric hammer, yeah, exactly. What's up, Winston? Happy freedom to you. Rolling Pony, that video will disappear. These videos were hard to find today. Like I said, everybody's just talking about Iran. That's it. Shit going on in the Middle East. Magic Moon, there's a putty tat. Yeah. Just wandering around. He's ready for that fancy feast. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, John Galt? Happy freedom to you. H&O, Escape from New York. Yeah, for real. I think the same thing about New York is like what we say about California. If it had the right leadership, those places could be fantastic. But they got assholes out there running it right into the ground. Both them states running them right into the ground. Kelly K. Klaus Daniels looks just like Harold, who is begging for temptation treats as we speak. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about feeding time. Crazy Nights. If your cat got a little bigger, he might be looking to eat you. Yeah, maybe. I got close my door when I sleep just in case. What's up, Chris West? Happy freedom. We won't know until it happens. Proud Patriot Girly, can I email it? You can email me memes, but they're not going to land on Free Speech Saturday. There's somebody else that was trying to do that too. We got the free community on Discord where you can upload them straight to Discord in the memes chat, or over on jeffmaclive.com. If you have a paid membership, we have a memes chat over there where you can upload the memes, and that's already a handful to try and keep control of. So it's too much if you guys are trying to send me memes that we're going to be showing on Saturdays. It's just too much. Robert, follow the fear and the money. Yep. It always goes back to Democrats, unfortunately. The Dildozer. Yeah, we can't make it a week without you guys bringing that up over on the website. Mike T. missiles being fired. Yeah, see. Everybody's talking about Iran. It was very hard to find news today. Silverwolf, do they have 1-800 Jenny Craig for cats? I know we're going to get Klaus Daniels a Stairmaster. Somebody was saying to get one of those big wheels for him to run on. I don't know if he would run on it, but I got to find one that's quiet. Because all the ones I've seen, they're loud. And I don't want to be like the stereotypical upstairs neighbor, you know? All right, hooligans, we're going to move into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Zero. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live, to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You could do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we got. Klaus is going to be all excited about this. All right. Now this thing is heavy. That's what I told her. And so I cracked her open. Now, I don't know who this is from yet, but there's goodies here for Klaus Daniels. Now, I don't know what's all in here, but we got the Fancy Feast, because that's what Klaus needs, more Fancy Feast. He's actually about to run out of his supply that Donna had sent him. Now, I don't know who sent this to me. I don't know if Donna Sparks sent it to me or if it was one of you hooligans. I'm not sure. Look at that. The good stuff. You hear this, Klaus Daniels? I'm going to throw one of these at him. You got toys, buddy. Come open your toys. Oh, there you go. There you go. One and done. Save the rest for him. But yeah, I am not sure who sent this to me. And I don't want to read the address on the front, but it's some company address. So I don't know. But whoever sent me this, thank you so much. Please send me an email or tell me who you are so I can thank you properly. But I really appreciate it. I'm sure Klaus does too. All right, getting into the Advent calendar here. Ooh, I need tables instead of setting everything on the floor. Let's see what we get today. I'm always excited to see what we got. Today is day 9. All of you guys doing the Elon salute in the chat. I can see you guys. I see you guys doing it. It was day 9. Yeah, I know. I know. You guys are so funny. Would you lose it already? What a hooligan cat. What is this? Stickers. I'm trying not to take my mic out. There we go. Got some Pokemon stickers here. Very nice. Especially Pikachu right here. And the Pikachu snowman. We're going to keep these in nice condition. That'd be worth some money. Thank you, Zero. I really appreciate you. All right, let's get this put away. Knock everything off my desk. Whoa. Getting into the funny videos of the day. Let's get this first one pulled up real quick like. Hold on a second here, buddy. All right. This first one is titled, and I went and found both these in the wild, so I give myself credit for this. This first video is titled Cartman Vlog.
It's your boy Eric, headed to school fully loaded and ready to roast some fools. They better respect my author attire. Oh shit, look who it is, the Hot Topic Avengers. I'm surprised you guys don't have your own Disney Marvel show with how gay you are. Bro, why does Butters eat cheese like a squirrel? So I may or may not have reported Kyle to ICE.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on
I mean, AI ain't all bad. Alright, getting into our official funny video of the day. Let's get this one pulled up. Hold on a second. Alright, this one is titled Spider-Man for the Win.
Is there anyone here to save me from ice?
I'm here to help them and not you.
Based. Alright, hooligans. That is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick. We're going to drop it in the chats. We're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Spider-Man out here helping ice. If the Democrats only knew. There we go. You guys hear Klaus Daniels? He's going ham now. A little stimulation goes a long way. Wait till he finds out he's got 4 more of these little toy mice. Either way, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Also, it's Friday, and on Friday we do our voice chat over on the website. So again, with a paid membership over on jeffmaclive.com, you can join us for the voice chat, which is always a lot of fun. We're always laughing our asses off. We are researching things, learning things, laughing, watching videos, listening to music, and today we're going to be reading books. So definitely get yourself a membership over on the website. Like I said, we're going to read through, and then we are wrapping, well, then we got the pledge, then we're wrapping things up. So that's what she said. I missed it. I missed it. You guys all posting fat cats in the chat. Holy. Yep, Chunk Norris. Thank you so much, Kelly R, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Kelly R. Thank you so much for the support. It says, 2 Klaus from Harold towards your own AC unit. So badass. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, 8 Crow, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much for all the support. It says, love y'all. Love you too, 8 Crow. Thank you. Cass, I legit have the same cat. You might. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. Hooligans Island, gonna be reading about hunting beaver? No, not necessarily hunting beaver. That's a different, that's a different live stream. Over on the Hooligan Hub. I need to stop giving these ideas away for free. Thank you for being here. Appeal to Evan. Cass, my black Boo Bear rocks. He thinks he's a dog. Does it? You got a cat thinks he's a dog? That's cool. Klaus Daniels, he don't know what he is. He listens like a dog most of the time. I can call him by his name. Any of his names. And he'll actually show up. Definitely knows what treat means. Shoulder care. What's in the box? Cat stuff. Brian, Jenny Craig, I haven't heard that name in years. I know. Hey, thank you for being here. Too old to care. Enjoy your weekend as well. Sage Poe, hunting beavers. Video or it didn't happen. Gotta go to the Hooligan Hub. What's up, Fearless? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tradition? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lance? Happy freedom. Beaver hunting. You guys are hungry for it. Thank you for being here, Robert. What's up, Joe Dirty Dirt? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Thank you for being with us, Hair Juicer. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans, and tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday. So that means we will not be live on YouTube and we will not be live on Twitch. You can use the Linktree link in the description on those platforms in order to make your way to a free speech platform. We will be live on X, Kick, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. So keep that in mind because tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday. We're going to be showing the memes and doing all the fun stuff. So make sure you come find us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through them. We're wrapping her up. Zero hungry for beaver. You just holy. Everybody's hungry for beaver today. We're going to have to make new emojis. Thank you for being here, Troutman. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Grinches, bro. Thank you, Rappy. Enjoy your night as well. Hooligans Island is a beaver trend. I guess so. Beaver is really popular right now. Lance Beaver Huntington. Is that what you call it? When your beaver is bearded? Silver Wolf, you beat me to it. Nah, I can't say that out loud. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. All right, hooligans, we are wrapping this up. But like I said, tomorrow we will be live 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. It is Free Speech Saturday. No YouTube, no Twitch. What else? Oh, and we're doing the voice chat here in a little bit over on the website. So go get yourself a paid membership over on jeffmaclive.com. That way you can join us for the voice chat. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to be reading the Big Beaver protest. So definitely come join us. I think that's everything. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to tell you guys. Go be great hooligans. Go do that. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern time for Coffee with Hooligans. But you guys should show up tomorrow because Free Speech Saturday is badass. Either way, enjoy the rest of your day. Go get yourself some good food. I'm going to try and do the same. But be safe out there. Those crazies, they're out there. Thank you guys so much for helping me cover the news and making the news suck a little less. I really appreciate all of you guys. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.